Mama War, what a pleasant good morning, wheresoever you are this morning, however you're doing. It's good to have you this morning. It's on the program, Rural Update, and my name is Jeremiah Moba. On this Friday presentation of the program, very, very shortly, we're going to go across the country to speak with our correspondents to bring her up to speed with the latest happening in the counties. So, good morning again, and welcome to another fascinating presentation of the program, Rural Update. Like I said, very, very shortly, we're going to go across the country to speak with our correspondents to tell us what's happening in the respective counties as it relates to development in Liberia. So good morning, whatsoever you are, however you're doing. My name is Jeremiah Moba. This morning on the presentation, the Friday presentation of the program. This morning we're hoping to go to Lofa County to speak with our correspondent. We will also go to Nima County to speak with our correspondent as well. Magibie County, Grand Crew, to speak with our correspondents. So this morning we have Lofa County correspondent. Samuel, I want to say good morning and welcome to Rural Update this morning on Brush FM 94.7.
Okay, good morning. And say good morning to the citizens of Liberia.
Oh, okay. Where exactly are you speaking to us from? Which part of Lofa County?
Yeah, speaking from Kolahun District, Lower Lofa.
Okay. How are things in Lofa County?
Well, Lofa County is cold this morning, but the weather is clear. It is very calm this morning.
Okay, that's good. We get a report that the former administrator of Kolahun District, the Une Hospital, Honorable Aman Conte, has declared his intention to contest the 2023 representative election. What prompted the former administration quest?
Okay, thank you. As the referee said, the Pune Referral Hospital for Lower Lofa in Lofa County, the Kulangu Hospital, where Mr. Amakute served as the administrator since 2012 up since 2011 up to 2017. And according to him, he said, well, he was special in 2017. And based on that, he decided to vote his equality. And he said, well, even though the hospital is situated in district number three, he said he came from district number two. And the hospital is now for only for the home district. The hospital comprises of the Ghana children and Ghana children. Is now three districts where you have Olahu, Wahasa, and Lukambe. And also, district number two comprises a portion of Puya, portion of let's say the entire Banu district, and portion of Mahasa district, where he came from the portion from Mahasa district. And according to him, he said, well, the intention came about citizens engaging him to see how he can deliver the people of district number two. And according to him, he highlighted the issue that he's going to be targeting. Number one, he said, well, the first thing on his agenda is to communicate the people interested with the power. He's going to be seeing how the local leaders, meaning the town chief, will be on payroll. If the government cannot employ the town chief, he's going to be taking his own money, his salary to see how he can empower the very town chief when it comes to mobility and also putting them on payroll. And also, he said
Wow.
the other cardinal issue would be agriculture. He notified that NOFA was once press active, but NOFA had lost that party. And going to the policy aspect, seriously, he's going to engage agriculture sector where he's going to empower you to see all towns have government farm where anytime the township is asked to go somewhere, it is good for the township to carry some rights instead of asking to go to Conopy. Those things can bring conflict in the district. And again, his question on education aspect. Normally, a bunch of the lobby because send their children out for study. While the campus be quality education, let's say quality school in the various constituencies so that, well, the children plus the youth plus their children can acquire the same education. He said he's going to stress on the education aspect. It means none of them. And the question is, what are you coming nowadays? Because he declared that it is about 60 years. That the position statement for the representative it is medium for the old age. Somebody that have experience in the government and he have worked in the government over 25 years.
Wow. Wow. That's good. And Samuel, more often, when election is drawing closer, you listen to a lot of statements being made by politicians, but the implementation is another thing people also look at. What were some of the responses coming from the citizens when the former administrator declared his intention to contest? What were some of the things you heard from the
Yes,
citizens?
when it comes to the response from the citizens, some of them question him from district number three. He said, well, since he was serving as the administrator for Kulang district, in Kulang district meetings for district number three, while he came and comes to district number three, he had to go district number two. It would be prudent to come to district number three, then people will notify him for his work he did for the people. And again, he said, well, it is not only district number three, the hospital is for. The hospital is for the entire lower law for the matter of fact, those Brahman don't have hospital and Foya don't have government hospital. Foya have a mission hospital. And based on that, he said it would be necessary to go to the hometown. But again, people from the hometown were concerned his ability. Then, if the government knew that you still value to work in the government, why the government only must see you? The government had to pencil you and say, well, the government to me, it is time now for me to come back to politics. Some of them were embracing the idea, but many scholars said, well, it is good to consult the citizens of the constituent. He said he visited the people of the Bahu, Guma, and also the Kisi children, and also the portion of Bani children that added to district number two.
Okay. Samuel, thank you this morning for that report from Lofa County. Thank you this morning, Samuel.
Okay, I'll take you so much. You're welcome.
Okay. Samuel Bolat is our Lofa County correspondent, bringing us up to speed this morning with that development from Lofa County. You heard him say the former administrator of Kolahun District. That's the only hospital in that district. Honorable Ahmad Conte had declared his intention to contest the 2023 representative presidential and representative election in Liberia. Okay, so let's go for this as we try to connect with our next correspondent, and that will be G. Augustine Dan of Nimba County. Okay, G. Augustine Dan, our Nima County correspondent, is on the line this morning. Augustine, good morning.
Good morning, Jeremiah. Good morning to Liberia.
How is Nima County this morning?
Nima is peaceful and we're experiencing a little rain here.
Okay.
The weather is cloudy this morning, but Nima is peaceful. Just like we are worried about the increase in COVID-19 cases will increase just over here, but Nima is okay.
Okay, that's good. A lot of development coming from that end this morning, but let's start with this one. Nima County Health Officer had reshuffled the county health team, and he also made new appointment. What is happening?
Well, usually, Jeremiah, in governmental cycle, when people serve, they are leave and create space for others to come in their place. And sometimes when you also perform well to the expectations of the employers, you get elevated. So this is the case, and with some of the officials of the county health team of Nimba. Yesterday, the Nimba County Health Officer that the message to had a press conference and disclosed the major reshuffle in the county health team. Some people were replaced and others were elevated to the national level. For example, that is the Lucas State, who previously served the Nima County Health Team as Clinical Health Services Director. He was elevated to the Ministry of Health there at the national level as Deputy Program Manager for CB, as Deputy Program Manager, as CB Director. And then you have Candace Dreaming, who also served previously as Clinical Supervisor for about 13 years. He was replaced at his first position as the Kansas Clinical Health Supervisor, Executive Director. And then you have Mr. Joe Bianga, who served as country focal person for TB and HIV control. He was elevated to the national level as the TB and HIV control director. And so he was replaced by one of the nurses, the G. Hospital in Sanko. You know, the G. Hospital is one of the major government health centers in Linda. So this is what happens in the country health.
Mhm. Okay, that's good, because we also getting there are a lot of confirmed cases of COVID-19.
You know the revarying of the COVID-19 is reaching Liberia and all parts of the country now. In Lima here, for example, of late last Friday, that the message of the country that officer, statistical reports is supposed to press that Lima had about 11 cases reported as of last Friday. Yesterday, in her press statement, she also disclosed that Tapeta alone has now recorded about 12 confirmed cases of the virus. You know, during the previous outbreak, that was in March of 2020, with the former executive director of the NPA, National Drama, Lima, Tapeta recorded the first case in Lima, followed by the second case that was with our own media colleague, Jeremiah Gayfloss. So Canada alone is reporting 12 confirmed cases of COVID-19. So it means Lima has now over 20 cases of the virus. And some of these people said tests of specimen were taken, and the results for that test are pending. And those whose tests were positive are being, cared for in home-based care, or they've been treated in home-based care, and they are being monitored. And so in Sacred Year of late, there have been, material tests have been taking place in Sacred Year of late, especially for the past 2 weeks now. Sacred Year has reported, several material deaths. People have wondered. So, and when she was questioned as to whether so many deaths can be attributed to COVID-19, she said yes, there are two persons who died in Sacred Year last week, and they were COVID-19 patients. And people who came directly in contact with them are, also being monitored. So this is the troubling news from Tabitha Lower Lima County. So one of the things the health team has put in place, one system or measure is put in place, is to engage the community, so that when there are people in the community with symptoms of the virus and immediately contact the nearby health facilities, or when there are, death, when there's swing death in the community where people are now discussing about the cause of death, they can contact the country health team or the nearby health facilities, so that so that they can make quick intervention, so that this virus will not rapidly spread as it is.
Okay. Because do they have a treatment unit in the County when one have maybe the symptom of the virus to go there? Do they have any facility there for that?
Yes, as we speak now, Nima has a recovery center.
Okay.
Yesterday, I reported about a major donation that was made by Ms. Musa Hassan Benete
Foundation.
To his foundation, or he donated some medical supplies to the Secretary Comprehensive Health Center. So that his donation has helped the Secretary Comprehensive Health Center to set up some what we call intensive care units, where suspected cases of patients of COVID-19 will be taken there for treatment. We implemented some equipment like 2 pieces of oxygen concentrators and other equipment. And then in Pakistan, you also got one at the Gatwick Hospital, Nigeria's second referral hospital. And then here in Ghana, at the Esther and Jolly Medical Center, commonly known as EMJ, we also have another. So Nima has 3 holding centers where COVID-19 suspected and confirmed cases can be taken for treatment.
Okay, this is not a good news coming from Lofa County. What are the people there saying about the news?
Well, Jeremiah, the issue of this COVID-19, like a few days ago, is not being taken lightly. Everybody is worried, especially parents, those whose kids are in school. and people are worried about this. That's why you see when you look out there, you see almost like everybody is abiding by health protocols because Liberians have come down to the realization of this thing. It's not as it was last year when people were speculating that oh, the health people want to make money and there is no COVID-19. But now with the kind of death taking place now, where in our own homes people are dying, there are strangers all over in the community. Everybody is concerned about this. And so the health space is adhering to the health protocols. And this is the most important thing that we can do. The surest way that all of us can, stand the battle or defeat this virus is when we adhere to the health protocols announced by authorities of the Ministry of Health. So everybody is observing the health protocols. The issue of wearing nose masks. All over now, you see people with nose masks. Like I said yesterday, social distancing is the only health protocol so far. I've seen people not observing because in marketplaces, you see people clustered together and also in all public areas. So COVID-19 issue here in Lima, Jeremiah, is not being taken lightly. It's a serious concern, especially like in Sabita, where that area alone is reporting about 12 confirmed cases. This news is struggling, and we hope that residents in that part of the country will report suspected cases so that there can be some quick intervention by the country health team and also health workers in that part of the country.
That's good. Quite recently, you reported about the incident at the Lima County Community College. We also get a report that the president has bowed to the students' pressure, and he has promised to address their demand.
Yes, there has been rift between members of the state graduating class, students of the state graduating class, and the administration of the college, especially the president. They have had some issues with the president, and they protested for about 3 consecutive days. And at the end of the protestation, they released several counts calling on the administration to immediately, address those concerns. But the president, unfortunately, while the public or while we were expecting the president to call the students to a roundtable discussion, he was very recalcitrant in the process. But finally, he bowed to the students' pressure and he has established to address some of their demands. The students have a number of demands. For example, they talk about using government-approved, which they are compelled to pay their fees using the ratio 205, and currently the government-approved is around 131, 132, or 133. And so they talk about reduction also in the fees of semester from $125 to $76. They talk about increments in janitor and security salaries. By really also in that demand, they accused the president of nepotism, though the president denied that his wife was not appointed as the head of the security department. So those were some of the concerns they put. They also, one of their major demands was the issue of the board.
Okay.
Because their graduation is failing, and the college cannot graduate students without the board. The current board has served for the required tenure, that is for 4 years, according to the charter of the University of that. Because NCCC has now been the university status. It is not the Lima County Community University. According to the university charter, board members serve for a period of 4 years. So the current board members have served from 2018 up to present, so that tenure has expired. So there's a need for new boards of which go to get appointed, and the charter also dictates that members of the board are appointed by the president of the Republic of Liberia. But so what the president of the college did recently was to address the communication to the caucus, the Lima County Regional Caucus, to review on the president to have new board members appointed. So this is where they stand now. So he has promised that those remain, put by the students, especially the graduating class, will be addressed. The state graduation was expected to take place on July 24, but because of the issue of the board, it has been pushed to August 7. So this is the latest happening at the Lima County Community College, and His decision now, in fact, his decision to address the student demand follows the county administration's intervention.
Okay.
The superintendent and some officials of the county recently, they were troubled by happenings at the college. So what it did was we immediately intervened. The superintendent on nursing corporate and some of the officials of the county administration and one of the campus held meeting with the administration and the students. They allowed the students to focus some of the demands or some of their disenchantment, which they did. And the president, in his response, like I said, he was very recalcitrant to extent where he refers to the students as the rebels.
Wow.
Even though he has already, apologize. Jeremiah, you cannot have your students protesting because studying with those previous allegations.
Yes.
And you refer to them as rebels. It's like that comment was inflammatory. It's like putting gas on fire. So that the situation now, the Human Communication to see now, Khan has returned to the college and academic activities and other normal activities have resumed.
Okay, that's a good news anyway. Thank you, Augustine. Thank you for the updates from Nima County, and please be safe there.
Okay, I'm safe. I'm taking all the precautions. You too.
Okay,
thank you, Jeremiah.
Augustine Dan is our Nima County correspondent there, bringing us up to speed with those developments from Nima County. Basabla. Wow. It's on Raw Update this morning on Brush 94.7. We're trying to go to Margibi County to speak with Christopher Weah. Christopher Weah is our professional media. Corey? Chris, we want to say good morning to you and welcome to the show. Oh, okay. How is Margibi County this morning? Okay. All right. Let's take this first development for refusing to instate 5 pregnant girls that were being suspended by the administration of the Booker Washington Institute months ago. Group under the banner Movement for Accountability and Transparency had threatened to carry out a peaceful demonstration. Let's get development of that story.
The group in appreciation is called Manji, and the demonstration is expected to take place on Monday. That was going to be the 4th of July at 7:05 at the main entrance of the Booker Washington Institute. So, speaking at an interview with reporters, both of the group chairman on the press and Ghana mentioned that the president 5 girls by Booker Washington Institute violate that is a standard 5 years by the administration violate the civil right to equal education, opportunity, and authority to condemn in the something and according to him, a widespread release or data was released by this group and they were issued to the administration of the area. Since then, in the first release, the group did in the administration of the area to do our autism to basically change the institution of all responsible institutions and the region state students. But according to them, since that first release were given to the administration of the institutions, after years responded to the class, so they have started to tell on the people assembly on Monday to learn from those past students. Mr. Kula also told reporters that the administration of the institution thus the documented students suspended more than 11 students that were present for on the institution for the administration to be alleged that the area administration when he want to tell those students that was suspended to go into abortion. And several of them are going to be in abortion, but the 5 years that we are that are in question yesterday, the families that refused to do abortion. So they were suspended by the administration. So we try to contact the public relations officer of the institution, Mr. Principal Alpha, who said the administration of the institution is just comment for now and we on any demonstration of Monday after this, like of every laboratory was according to our report.
Okay, Chris. It is that this group have been, engaging the administration to reinstate the student. Administration don't want to listen to them, and that's why they want you to protest. Come on it.
Well, yeah, according to them, I doubt the reason because they have been used the administration according to their place several calls to the principal of the institution and the institution for the same ever had communication according to Kula on what for to assume they are also refused to adhere to the messages they went on the radio station in the country, including radio articles, classes, talking about the issue of still the administration of yet to respond to the plan. So with that, they have decided to exercise their right according to Article 17 of the United States Constitution. We talk about people material in the case of legal.
Okay, so going to peacefully assemble is not the issue, but we are in a serious health crisis.
Yeah, that's why
Did
some of us, that's why
okay,
some of us then,
okay.
the food of the health crisis in the country, and going to for the summit. And the country that they going to attack all health protocols, essentially they're going to attack our health protocols put by the Ministry of Health collaboration with the government of area, and that includes the social distancing, the area and according to him, they will not allow more than 20 persons when we all going to be there, all over black. They're not going to be allowed more than 20 persons, and all those are going to be actively going to be very as well as they're going to be having some kind of and social distance is going to be on that day.
Oh, okay, that's good. The Joint Security in Margibi County, they have arrested 21 persons for allegedly violating government of Liberia COVID-19 health protocol.
Well, yeah, that arrest was made on Tuesday, July 8th, in Takata, and it follows after the vigorous enforcement of the COVID-19 protocol set by the National Public Health Institute of Liberia and the Ministry of Health. It into section of joining the Assistant Commissioner of Police to my from the very second and that the virus is getting approached with important that every Liberian attack of the same dimension considering the spread of the pandemic. And one person that wanted to think that was arrested are those that that violates the health protocols fully stated by the Ministry of Health. And one of some of those protocols that were violated by the citizens is that the issue of wearing of those masks, many of them refuse to wear those masks on that mission. While applying the issue of Tagata, so for that reason, they have been arrested and were sent to were found at the court. And according to him, they are entitled to pay $1,000 to government revenue, and according to by police spokesperson Pakistan. So they will emphasize that and those are part of the court, they're going to be NRA studies after seeing that $1,000 was a revenue for the date of the arrest, and the department argued that went to LRA or was able to pay $1,000 in order for the other people accordingly going to the
Okay, okay, Chris. Just before I take leave of you, what are the county authorities? What are they doing to making sure at least there can be some materials or facility for the citizens there to adhere to the health protocol. I'm aware the John security when the COVID-19 started, there was some checkpoint where hand washing material was being placed at the bid area entrance and that of the Yanvola area there. What are they doing about that?
what reminds me of many characters population and holiday characters. In terms of the force of the protocol, the national public health area, the commissioner, the job security, and the police commissioner, the assistant commissioner of police affairs, that today is public of the COVID-19 for the first time in Nigeria and policy and talk about as the issue protocol before allowing checkpoints and patrol then made by the police and job security in the county. But for the importance of this every parent of COVID-19, we are not being touched and because according to people who are actively confronted and some of those contested legal guidance to the right of the national they don't be very the national the tax of okay the thing is because that is and that is going to be probably they are established for the past month and they are to local authority including to affect individuals and actually do some kind of move to the world and alleged that for the country that I most probably with the of the COVID-19 so whatever the public language practice the one communication when letting have all the secret and all the conversation. So of course there is no issues after that and it's sort of now first made in Canada most communities in the country about really the network because police or consider that as basically the three of communities they will carry on the implementation on the issue of Canada that is about implementation and somewhere around the implementation so that where they are talking business with the classes and well when the rural communities will be we have to wash and wash pocket after the point COVID-19. And so there are a lot of efforts that that is working against that also and just say that also that the community session included by MPO and the government last year. Before appointed them to
Okay, Chris, thank you so much for filing that report from Margate County. Thank you so much and have a great weekend.
Yellow Valley.
Oh, sorry, Chris. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. This morning, I try again to go to Grand Crew County to speak with our correspondent there. That will be our last stop, Grand Crew County. If we can get Regina, then we will have to go this morning. This is Raw Update on Brush 94.7. My name is Jeremiah Moba on this Friday presentation of the program. So good morning, Liberia. Good morning. This is your program, Raw Update. We're getting reports from our correspondents this morning. For those of you following, want to say good morning. Thanks for joining the program on our various platforms. Sam TV Live, Brush FM. For those of you following this morning, I want to say good morning and welcome. So we're sorry we can't get to Regina, our Grand Crew County correspondent, but we're hoping to get on Monday. It's on the weekend, man. Our correspondents are moving around to making sure our people are informed. Please follow government health protocols. Make sure you wash your hands. I on the radio, I'm calling somebody else. Anything I can call you. So we're wearing the nose mask, but we're not washing our hands. Please wash your hands. So for we have to go. This is the team that introduces and closes the program. And let's say many thanks to all of our correspondents this morning for the report. So until Monday, do have yourself a wonderful time. This has been a joint effort of the management of this radio. Imamawa. So thank you so much for following. Those of you listening to the radio, those of you following via our platform, Sam TV and Brush FM Radio. I want to say thank you so much this morning. And up next will be the Brush Morning Talk. The Brush Morning Talk this morning. Until then, this has been a Jeremiah Mobile presentation. Bye-bye. Well, I'm